Oh no, I dropped my pretzel. Okay, whatever. If you play Minecraft, then you may think the world needs a little bit of mystical energy. Well, good for you. I made a list of 10 of the best fantasy mods for Minecraft to enhance your survival experience. If you already seen my other videos on mods, then you should know what I'm about to say. Ahem. If some of these mods require a dependency, I will not be talking about them because you have to, get the dependency on yourself. So yeah, now enough talking. I'm going to eat my pretzel. Eat my pretzel, man. Eat my pretzel. Eat my pretzel, man. 1. Waystones. Now, Waystones is probably one of the most popular mods of all time, being used in mod packs like RLcraft. Now, this mod allows you to run, Minecraft, but with a little bit of pizzazz. You can find Waystones, and you can even craft Waystones and place them in your world. Now, Waystones are blocks that allow you to teleport to other discovered waypoints with little to no cost. The reason why I say little to no cost, because if a waystone is either too far from you, so that could be too far, like a million blocks away, or that could be in a separate dimension. If it is too far, it will ask for an XP amount. Now, if you have a mod pack where you're exploring a ton, this is a must-have, I'm telling you. Now, let's move on to the next one. We'll eat my pretzel. Simply Skills. You see, Simply Skills adds a completely new skill tree menu that fits into the default Minecraft game. Now, there are plenty of add-ons for this mod that adds different classes like paladins, even adds magic, but we're not going to get into that. We're just going to talk about the basics. This mod is definitely a must if you want to have a fun time in Minecraft without adding anything too extravagant. Definitely perfect for a vanilla style mod pack. And if you are going to get it into a vanilla style mod pack, I do recommend at least a few structures that adds dungeons and more interesting mobs. Now let's get into the next one. Number 3, Botania. You see, Botania is a mod that changes how you usually expect to use magic in Minecraft. Now, this makes you take a more natural path towards using magic. None of this, oh yeah, I got my wand here. Because you actually have to use the earth, which this does make it have it's more annoying to use if you don't like it. But it's pretty good. It's more of a tech mod instead of a traditional magic mod. Definitely one of the best mods to use out there if you want a more grindy experience instead of, oh yeah, I got it in 10 seconds. Now let's get into our next mod. Vampirism. You see, Vampirism is probably my favorite mod when it comes to fantasy scenarios. This mod adds vampires and vampire biomes, and Vampirism even allows you to turn into a vampire yourself. Now, this is probably a perfect addition to almost any mod pack to spicing up the game, as long as it isn't more, intense. The way you become a vampire is actually to either get bitten by a vampire while you are not looking at them, or by right-clicking vampire fangs while it's in your hand. You can also become a vampire hunter in this game, allowing you to fight more effectively against those unholy vampires. Definitely good if you have a server, so you can have a vampire versus vampire hunter war. So, without further ado, let's get into the next one. XP Tomes. Now, some of you have already heard about this from RLcraft, but if you haven't, let me tell you. XP Tomes is a mod that adds one thing to the game. And can you guess what it is? It's XP Tomes. Now, XP Tomes allows you to store your experience in these tomes and use it at a later date. So if you die and you lose all your levels, you still have these XP tomes to give you back your levels. Although they can only hold up to 30 experience, unless I believe if you change that in the configs. But that's pretty much it. This mod was most commonly heard of by RLcraft players, and they started adding it to their own mod packs. But some other mod packs have used this before RLcraft. Now, let's get into mystical agriculture. Now, I'd say this is probably one of the most balanced magic mods of all time. This mod is more grindy, having you to focus on grinding crops for the essences, maybe create a mob farm, whatever you can do to get the inferium essence all the way up to supremium. So with this you can craft a multitude of unique and powerful tiered armor. This mod is probably most well known if you play Sky Factory 4, because this is one of the main things you need to actually get stronger in that mod pack. Now, number 7, which is ProjectE. You see, ProjectE is probably the most overpowered Minecraft mod when it comes to cutting time. Now, this mod gives almost every item in the game an EMC value while adding overpowered tools and overpowered armor. This is probably a good mod if you want to cut some grinding time, but on servers, especially if you're the server hoster, it sucks. It gets boring after like 3 days, where all the people have EMC farms, sunflower, whatever, just constantly getting infinite EMC, and then they're basically playing in creative mode because they can just spawn whatever they want in. So do not use this if you are on a server. I am warning you. This will be your biggest regret. I get that people don't want to grind, but man, this just takes grind out of everything. Some things you just can't get because it doesn't have an EMC value, but you find a different version of it that does have an EMC value. Like what? Honestly, it's such a pain. But this mod is definitely a must-have if you hate grinding for stuff in the game. But if you're on the server, at least find a way to like limit this crazily. Number 8, Ars Nouveau, whatever. This mod is an inspiration of one of my favorite magic mods, which is Ars Magica. Now, when it comes to spells, this doesn't have a small amount of number of spells, because for instance, let's say this mod pack has a fireball. Whew. It's just a regular fireball. But in this, it actually lets you create your own mods, and if you are creative, you can create one of the most strong attacks ever. For instance, you could have just a thing that sets up light somewhere, magical light. So let's say you have something where it shoots out, so you can do projectile, place light, right? And then boom, it places down a light source, and now you don't have to actually place torches, which can be ugly sometimes. I definitely choose this if you like customizability with your spells, but sometimes it could get a little boring if you're not that creative. But let's get into the next one. At number 9, we have Ice and Fire. Now, Ice and Fire is a Minecraft mod that adds dragons, sea serpents, mermaids, griffiths, and even more to the game. With this mod, you can find dragons all across the world, from fire to ice to even lightning dragons, all having their different weaknesses and different abilities. And you could even raise and make your own pet dragon by getting a dragon egg. With this mod, you can create very strong armor that makes you practically invincible to regular Minecraft mobs. No, there's like not that many mobs in the game that can actually kill you, unless you're trying not to die, or like trying to die. I definitely rate this one a 10 out of 10. Definitely one of my favorites. I found this mod from RLcraft, and ever since then I've been hooked. Now, to the last one, Alex's Caves. Alex's Caves. Haven't heard that name in a while. You see, Alex's Caves. It's a Minecraft mod that adds so many new things to the game that I can't even put it into this video. But I might make a video on Alex's Caves in the future. But this is number 10. Now that's the end of this video. Before I press this big red button to destroy Saturn with my celestial bomb, make sure you like and subscribe. And if you made it this far, comment down Minnesota. And don't forget to stay awesome. Do you want to support the channel but also get high quality gear for gaming? Well, I have the perfect things for you. Click the links in the description and check out some of the best gaming keyboards, headphones, mice, and even more from neighboring companies like Razer and Red Dragon. So go check out some of the most high quality gear on their shop today. I'll see you all in the next one.